I learned a very important lesson the other day on picking a business partner, and I want to share this with you, so that if you're looking at getting into a partnership, whether it's a partnership like a supplier who's providing you with something, or a partnership where you're outsourcing certain functions to somebody, whatever partnership you're looking at doing, and I think this also might also translate into partners, like if you're looking for the right partner for you to marry and you're in business, I think this would also apply. You let me know in the comments. The lesson that I learned was while getting into a partnership with somebody who we were supposed to do some business together. And I ignored this thing that kept coming in me. I had this instinct that kept telling me this one trait that this person had was going to be negative in our partnership. But now in hindsight, I can see when I was getting those hints and when my intuition was kicking in. But while it was happening, I wasn't seeing it. So I get into this partnership with somebody, and we're at the point where we've drafted the contracts and we're about to sign off on things. But in between, our relationship kept being marred with her protests of paying taxes. Like, she wanted me to pay taxes off my profits instead of off the overall profits. So it was a number of things, like she just kept protesting and protesting about different things. And then we get to the point where we're now about to sign the agreement, and again she starts to protest, and it was like, what I now realize, like 5 days of stress of not knowing whether we are in or we are out, and we're having so many discussions, and at the same time the time to deliver the contract that we're supposed to do is passing. So we already don't have time, and now we're spending a lot of time on nitty-gritty things which don't make sense, which I'm trying to understand, and I'm trying to figure out what is it that this person wants. So then I realized later, and let me tell you, hindsight is 2020. When you're looking at this afterwards, everything becomes so clear. So this is one trait that I found was really dangerous, and it's really dangerous in a business partner. And this is a business partner who's looking to get rich quick. It is not a bad thing to make money, but it cannot be the beginning and the end of any business transaction that you do. You have to look at a business transaction as a way to provide value, and then make money out of the value you're providing. It is not just for you to make money. And when you have a business partner who is interested in getting rich quick, I can tell you, it is not whether they'll mess you up, it is when. It's just a matter of time, because they will for sure. Because somebody who's greedy and wants to get rich quick without investing and providing the value, that person is looking to do the same thing with you. So you want that one trait. Keep an eye out for somebody who's really just looking to get rich quick. The second thing, you want to avoid a business partner who is very suspicious of being conned. So this business partner perhaps has been conned over time. They've had bad experiences with people. People have stolen from them. They've let you know. So they've become very suspicious around that, and they're letting you know, like, I can't do this before we sign, or I can't do this before I get the installment, or I can't do this. Like somebody who just is very suspicious, and they have a lot of stories of times when they've been conned, and it just seems to be bad luck and to be happening to them. Run for the hills. Because this person's bad luck will infect you. And chances are, the reason they keep meeting people who con them is because they're hanging around with con artists or people, they're attracting that kind of person to them. So they're in that mark as well. And chances are, they're also out to do the same. And they've probably done the same to somebody else. And for me, who believes in karma, I do believe that a lot of the things you do, you go around, come around. So when you con somebody else, let me tell you, it's just a matter of time before somebody else cons you. You may not remember that this is coming to you because you did this action, you conned somebody else. So now it starts to become your story of bad luck and how somebody took from you and how your accountant ran away with whatever money and how this person took off with money. And I'm not saying that every time it happens, it's because you've brought it upon yourself. There are a lot of honest people who do get conned and all these things do happen. But I'm just saying that keep an eye out. Like, let that set off a red flag when this person has a lot of examples of situations when they were conned. Pay attention and check, did they get into these situations because they were also trying to get rich quick? So you want to keep an eye out for that, because that partner who's been conned a lot of the times, they tend to justify when they con somebody else and say that's the way the world is. That's what everybody's doing anyway. So I'm just returning the favor, paying it forward. You don't want them to pay it forward to you. So that's the second thing that you want to avoid. You want to avoid the business partner who's looking to get rich quick, and you want to avoid the business partner who has been conned a lot and has a lot of those stories. Right? Yeah. I can hear somebody starting their car down there. And yeah, so yeah, in case you're hearing any noise of a car starting, if you can't hear it, then you must be wondering what is Jacqui talking about. But yeah, so those are the things that you want to avoid in a business partner. You want to be very careful when you go into partnership with somebody, because it could end up getting you into stress and creating a situation that's not pleasant for you long term. Like if they're a person who's looking to get rich quick, then it means that if you have a different view, you're probably going to be conflicting. So a lot of the things that they're going to want you to do, you're going to not want to do, you're going to get into a lot of arguments. They're going to take a lot of shortcuts. So this person is not going to be a good business person in the long run. And you know, when I think about it, if you're looking for somebody, if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for a partner, somebody who you want to marry, somebody who you can start a life with, you also want to consider, like, if your partner, male or female, is one of these greedy get rich quick scheme kind of people, then you want to kind of pay attention and be careful about that, because that means that person values money more than they value the relationship. So to them, sacrificing the relationship for money makes sense. Like, they could sell their grandmother because they're like, I made money anyway, and they'll probably share those stories with other people. So you want to also look at that person, and then also look at the fact that if this person that you're looking at getting into partnership with is also, like, half the time they're getting conned, they have so many stories of how everybody has done them wrong. Yeah, you want to ask yourself, why are they always in those situations where people are doing them wrong? Chances are they were trying to get more than they had earned, so it was still probably connected to the get rich quick scheme. They were being greedy. They were told, hey, we can make double the money if we do this, and they got into this thing, and then they suddenly realized that they were conned, and now they have that as a story, and then they ended up, they're always looking for schemes and deals and stuff like that. You do not want to be in a relationship with somebody like that, whether partnership or your relationship. So you want to be very careful with that. So with that, I hope that you can actually avoid getting yourself into a partnership that causes more trouble for you. It's funny, somebody actually sent me an email a while back, maybe 2 years ago, asking me for advice on a partnership that they were in, and they felt that this partnership the partners were not pulling their weight. And it's now, when I look at it, I'm better able to advise the person because I've been in a situation like close shave. But some of these things you also do have to use your instinct. Like, pay attention to your instinct. During this partnership with this person, my instincts were like ringing. I used to wake up in the morning to this quote, and it's so strange. I had this quote that I had like, I've had this quote more than 10 years ago, but suddenly this quote used to be in my mind in the morning. And the quote is, it's better to be in a bad business deal with an honest person than a good business deal with a dishonest person. And that quote just kept ringing in my head. And I ignored it. I never thought it was related. Until hindsight, of course, 2020, now I see how it's related. So again, you want to be in a good business deal with an honest person. But even if the business deal goes bad and you're with an honest person, it's much better than being if you're in a bad business deal with a dishonest person, they'll blame you for everything. It will become like, it will cause you even more stress. If you're in a good business deal with a bad person, a dishonest person, it will mean that they'll be looking for opportunities to take more from you, because they have this thing of win-lose, like it's a competition. They have to get, in order for them to get, you have to lose something. Whereas both of you can actually win. But that's not how they think. So you want to be careful with that. Cool? And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do so now and like this video. I look forward to seeing you at the next video. I'll put another video that you can binge watch on my channel that will also provide you value, as much value as this one, so that you can run your business better. And if you're interested in digital marketing and understanding how to use digital marketing to grow your business, scale your business, free your time, do Facebook ads that actually deliver and help give you a higher return on investment, click the link below this video on the training. I'm hosting this training and I'll be sharing with you tips. It's a free training, and I'll be sharing with you tips on what to do, as well as more information about my paid program and how you and I can work together and the investment for that. So click that link and I'll see you there.